As we ride the shuttle from the visitor center out to the fortress, it almost feels like stepping back in time. Just ahead lies the Fortress of Louisbourg, a National Historic Site on Cape Breton Island that brings the 1700s to life. Originally built by the French, this fortified town was once one of the busiest seaports and military strongholds in North America. Today it's been carefully reconstructed to show what life was like nearly 300 years ago, complete with costumed interpreters, working trades, and stories of soldiers, fishermen, and families who once called this place home. Stick with us as we explore the fortress, uncover its history, and experience life inside one of Canada's most remarkable living history sites.
And then the merchants from inside the walls there, inside the fortress, to come and get the codfish and transport it to France, the West Indies, and Quebec. So everything you see today inside and out of the fortress is all traded for the codfish. This is our currency. It's very plentiful. And this house belongs to Madame Desroches and Madame Jeanne Gaboret and her husband Georges. She's widowed twice, never had children. Now she's at the state in her life where she doesn't read, write, or do math, so she can't run her own business. Otherwise, she's got to close it down. So she remarries George Desroches, and she's 69 and he's 28. I guess he knows how to read, write, and do math. Yeah. So this was a very busy port. We became the third busiest center of commerce in North America, next to Boston, New York, and Charleston with the cod trade. We were on the map, and now you got to look for it. Louisbourg, where? Yeah. So the King of France. The reason that's called a fortress, it's a fortified town. It's not a fort. It's a fortress, and it's a fortified town. The King of France wanted to protect his interests, so he put a wall around the town. He was protecting the codfish industry. And then there's with the presence of a military. So it's not for the soldiers necessarily. It's just a town that's been fortified. Give you an idea, when you go in there, there's families, there's children. You know, in a fort you wouldn't have that. Okay, any questions so far?
Is that a traditional cape?
It was.
Would it be a pattern that came from then, or it's now?
Yeah, it would be the original. We're not allowed to wear anything else, but it looks original. It's not original from the 18th century.
But but
yeah.
the pattern.
Yeah.
That was an interesting pattern.
What would the population have been here?
During the ones that lived here year round in the winter and everything is about 2,500. Counting the soldiers are 700 and some soldiers. And during the summer, there's migrant fishermen that came here to work and stayed with the fishermen. Like there would be like 150 fishermen home across there, and fishermen from away would stay with them and their lodging, drinks, food, and then went home.
So we have just arrived to the French Fortress of Louisbourg, and so this is actually a town. So a fortress is it's not like a military fort, but it was a fortified town that they built for the fishing industry. And the reason it was fortified was to protect that. So they had military present, but it was an actual town, not a military fort. So there's families and regular people living here too.
That big gate behind me is closing at 5 o'clock. So we're going to need you out of the fortress by then.
Okay.
If you're still inside after 5, I will assume you are British spies, and you will be dealt with accordingly. Got it?
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Enjoy your visit.
Thanks. So what do you think so far?
Oh my gosh, I'm having, this is so cool.
Yeah, it's cooler than I expected.
Especially,
We haven't really got into it yet. It's pretty neat.
No, but I just love the way the buildings look, and it's just so beautiful.
It's huge too.
Yeah, and so cool looking here.
I kind of expected it to be like Fort William, but it's a lot different.
No, it's just you feel like you're, I don't know.
begins all the way back in France, in Paris, in fact. One day, I was so hungry because I was an orphan, I'm homeless on the streets. I decide to steal a loaf of bread. Unfortunately for me, on the other side of the street, there was a group of soldiers who watched me steal the bread and start to eat it. So they promptly arrested me and they threw me in jail. Normally, that's how most stories end, but for me, that's just the beginning. Because the next day, a captain in the Compagnie Franche came to the prison and he asked for all the men in good health. I was only there for the day, so I'm still in pretty good health. So he gave me a choice. I could A, stay in prison for the rest of my life for stealing that loaf of bread, or I could serve the king in the colonies. Well, as you see, you know what I picked. I decided to sign up that very day. When I decided to sign up, he gave me a contract. That contract that I could not read, as I'm illiterate. And when he told me to sign it, I didn't know how to spell my name, so I just put an X on the signing line. That was considered my signature. Once I signed, he took the paper from my hands and he got me out of that horrible prison. He sent me to La Rochelle. You know where that is? It's right off the coast. So right there, I waited for the boat to arrive with him and all the other recruits that were picked up, and we had a nice, wonderful, luxurious 7-week journey by the Atlantic Ocean. It was not luxurious, and it certainly was not fun. Well, half of us nearly died because of scurvy and all that fun stuff, but luckily, I had enough oranges before everyone else did. So I managed to get out of it. First things first, open up your prison, grab a car key, like so. Open up, and then prime the pan. Pretty fast, right? So, I'll fire on the count of 3. Hope it works. 1, 2, 3. Feet up here.
No, I didn't think you were. That's why I asked you. Yeah, okay, good.
At the fortress, the bread is baked fresh daily in the stone ovens, just as it would have been in the 1700s. Visitors today can buy a loaf right from the on-site bakery.
So we are on our way out of fortress here. I was just trying to figure out what this building is. Let us know down in the comments what you think it's for. It's on the just over the edge of the shoreline here. What's the top? Let's see. It's got this little bench here. Not sure what it's for though. Look down below. You can see the shoreline, the edge of the ocean. It's weird. I'm not sure what that's for. What do you think it is? What do you think that is? Maybe they would like get buckets of water out of the, you know, dip it down below.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, here's the view of the fortress and our way out here along the shoreline. Very cool. This was an awesome place to visit. I'd highly recommend it if you're in the area. The history here is really cool, and the people that work here are very nice. So
Yes, very nice.
I had a great time here. Spent 5 hours here and I don't even feel like it.